Hi, my name is Kate Hickford, and I'm a meteorologist here with the National Weather Service in Paducah, Kentucky. And this weekend, we are expecting a major winter storm with quite a bit of snowfall for the area. And so, we're going to talk through what that means and how to keep you guys safe out there. So, our winter storm watch has been upgraded to a warning at this point for the entire area that we cover, which includes southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, western Kentucky, and southwest Indiana. We do have major travel impacts that are expected because we're expecting quite a bit of snowfall as well as the potential for some icing in the southeast as well. Our confidence of at least 8 inches of snow across much of the area is becoming very high at this time. We could see snow totals ranging from 7 to 13 inches across most of the area. Dry air, though, however, will likely result in a sharp cutoff on the northward extent of the snow, and so where exactly that sets up is going to be still a little tricky to nail down. But we will have another update for you as far as our DSS packet that is on our website by tomorrow morning. So what we know so far with this storm is that we are expecting significant snow accumulation. This is something that has been pretty consistent in the models for several days now, especially with the most recent model runs coming out. There's also going to be some pretty cold Arctic air, like dangerously cold Arctic air that is expected for the weekend. And right now in the 7-day forecast, our temperatures stay below freezing all the way through the end of the 7-day forecast. And the highs will be in the teens over the next several days and through the weekend. So we do anticipate impacts from the cold as well. And this snow is not really going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So we do anticipate significant travel impacts from getting as much snow. But where that drier air is going to result in the sharp cutoff is something that's still a little questionable at the moment. And then the exact timing of the precipitation onset and how far north any of that mixed precipitation, such as that sleet and freezing rain, will occur with the system is still a little unknown too at this time. We're refining those details as further model runs come out. So just make sure that you continue to watch the forecast and please do your best to stay home. We don't really want anyone out there traveling unless you absolutely have to. And if you do, make sure that you have an emergency kit in your car and you are prepared for anything that might happen. We are expecting major impacts across portions of the area from this winter storm and moderate impacts in other portions of the area. But with major impacts, what we mean by major impacts really is expect considerable disruptions to daily life. So dangerous or impossible driving conditions where you should certainly be avoiding travel if at all possible. Widespread road closures and disruptions to infrastructure may occur. And even the moderate impacts are expecting, disruptions to daily life, hazardous driving conditions, using extra caution while driving. Several closures and disruptions to infrastructure may occur as well. So we were talking about the amount of snowfall that we are expecting with this is going to be very significant, probably some of the most snowfall that we've seen since 2015. Right now, our probability of seeing 8 or more inches across the area has increased over the last few model runs to where we're seeing anywhere from 50 to about 70%, 70, even 75% chance of seeing 8 or more inches. Evansville is looking to be a bullseye right there on that map with about an 86% chance of seeing 8 or more inches of snow. And then the probability of seeing 12 or more inches of snow has also increased to being in around the 20 to 30% range, with a little bit higher over southwest Indiana. They are closer to a 50% range, 50% chance of 12 inches of snow or more. So this is our official snowfall totals map that we have out there right now. Keep in mind this is going to be refined more over the coming hours, so these snowfall totals may change. This is not an exact science, obviously. And so we're looking at maybe 8 to 12 inches here in Paducah, 8 to 12 in Marion. There is going to be a stripe in there somewhere of higher snowfall totals. Exactly where that's going to fall is going to be a little bit difficult at this time. Evansville, you're looking at like possibly 12 to 18 across much of southwest Indiana. Actually is looking at 12 to 18. Our confidence in the timing is pretty high. Our confidence in the snow amounts is increasing. It's medium high right now. Now, some of that in the southeast is going to have sleet and freezing rain mixed into it, which is going to cut into those snow totals. But our confidence of where exactly that's going to be is closer to the medium range, maybe even a slightly low end of medium right now. And that means that our location confidence as well for overall location of where the heavy snow is going to be and where some of that sleet and freezing rain is going to mix in is about medium right now. So some of the snow is going to be a little bit wetter, whereas other snow is going to be a little bit drier. And the snowfall character is something that's going to affect how much snow you're going to be seeing. So if you're going to be seeing that lighter, fluffier snow further north, where you're going to be getting much colder air, you're going to probably see higher snowfall totals with that compared to the wet and heavy snow in the south. Now, that's not necessarily going to mean lower snowfall totals, but it is going to be a little more impactful because it's going to be that heavier wet snow. We are looking at wind gusts up to about 20 miles per hour in certain areas where we could see blowing and drifting snow, which could reduce visibility at times to below a mile, especially where that snow character is lighter. And we are seeing that lighter, fluffier, dry snow that's going to be blown around a lot more. So as the event goes on, those snow totals will shift, and that snow character is going to shift because that sleet and freezing rain is going to mix in at various times throughout the event. There's going to be maybe a couple of bursts of it, but predominantly we will be seeing snow. Snow is going to be the predominant precipitation for this storm. And then we talked about the cold air that's going to be filtering in behind. So as you can see here, we've got three tables to show the maximum temperature forecast from Friday through Thursday, the minimum temperature Friday night through Thursday night, or Friday morning, and then the wind chills. The wind chills are really going to be a concern throughout this entire time. We do have a cold weather advisory that is out for Friday night, because wind chills are going to be hitting into that -5 degrees range. There are going to be several nights there where we are even pushing -10 to -12 in some areas for wind chills, particularly Monday and Tuesday. So the cold air is going to be dangerously cold. So anyone who's stuck outside is going to be at high risk for frostbite and hypothermia. So that is something you want to make sure that you prepare for. If you absolutely have to travel, make sure that you have an emergency kit in your car in case you do get stranded, because the snow will not be the only concern. The cold will also be a major concern as well. So we hope that everybody is able to stay safe out there, and make sure that you bundle up and hunker down and do the best that you can with this storm. Thanks.